Four news stories for you. Firstly, Ethiopia has a new foreign policy advisor. PM Abiy has appointed a new foreign policy advisor. Secondly, was while we are covering humanitarian crisis in Tigray, Afar, Amhara, due to armed hostilities, and other humanitarian disaster is being neglected, and that is the drought, massive drought in Oromia and Somali region. Today, UNICEF issued a statement, an alarming report about this drought. Thirdly, viewers, a convoy of Ethiopian military was hit by an armed group on Somalia Ethiopia border. Some casualties are being reported. And lastly, viewers, it is being shared by some news sources that 300,000 Tigray youth have been killed in Tigray conflict, and they are referring to a statement of Tigray Youth Association and Tigray TV, that through Tigray TV, Tigray Youth Association said 300,000 Tigray youth has been killed in the ongoing war. Did Tigray Youth Association say that? And have so many Tigray youth been killed in this war? Firstly, viewers, Ethiopia has a new foreign policy advisor. Mr. Muhammad Rafe Abaraya has been appointed. You can see his picture. He is new foreign policy advisor. So Ethiopia is now in need of a foreign policy advisor. He'll advise the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to improve and to strengthen Ethiopian ties with the rest of the world. We know that foreign policy and economy are now two main points upon which Ethiopian government of PM Abiy is focusing. Yes, it wants an end to hostilities too, because if you want to revive your economy, if you want to have better ties with the West, with the US, you'll have to put an end to armed conflicts as well. So while it is in talks with, reportedly, with Tigray government through mediators, it is working on economy and foreign policy as well. That is why now a foreign policy advisor has been appointed. Secondly, viewers, while we're covering Tigray conflict and humanitarian crisis in Afar, Amhara, Tigray, we are neglecting what's happening in Oromia in Somali region. Today, UNICEF released a statement about ongoing drought. UNICEF says that if situation did not improve by March 2022, around 6.8 million people will be in need of humanitarian assistance due to this drought. Due to Tigray conflict, Tigray Ethiopia war, the number of people who are in need of aid is less than 10 million. That is what we are told by aid agencies. 7, 8, 9 million people are in need of aid. The war that affected the entire country, Ethiopia. And due to this drought, 6.8 million people will need humanitarian assistance by mid-March 2022. So that shows that this drought should be handled on emergency basis. Ethiopian government needs to focus on this one issue. Otherwise, in coming months, people living in those areas, women, children, cattle, they will be going through a very hard time. Thirdly, we know that Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya are fighting an armed group, Al-Shabaab, for years. And The group is still there. It keeps on hitting areas on Somalia-Ethiopia border, near Kenya border as well. Today, an attack was carried out on an Ethiopian convoy on Somalia-Ethiopia border. Target was a convoy of Ethiopian military, and the place was Haran region of Somalia. And here, a convoy was targeted, a vehicle, military vehicle of Ethiopian Army was destroyed, and some casualties are also being reported. So, three countries are trying to contain a group, but you know that the group still has its significant presence in border areas, and in Somalia, we know that in Mogadishu, it has its presence. Some traders in Mogadishu, they closed their shops because they were receiving threats of a ransom, and they had to close their shops. Then security forces were deployed in the market in Mogadishu. So the group still has significant presence in Somalia, near Kenya border and near Ethiopian border too. Lastly, viewers, a statement of Tigray Youth Association is being shared by some news sources, and it is being said that Tigray Youth Association said 300,000 Tigray youth have been killed in the ongoing war so far. Now, firstly, a correction. Tigray Youth Association did not use the word kill. Tigray Youth Association said 300,000 Ethiopian youth have disappeared. Means no one knows about their whereabouts. So what does it mean? Either they have been killed or they have been displaced, and their relatives don't know about their whereabouts. There could be refugees in Sudan. They could be displaced in other parts of Ethiopia. But Tigray Youth Association says that 300,000 Tigray youth are missing. Yes, large number of them could be killed as well. Those who are in Sudan are documented. UN bodies, they document whoever is arriving there. So they have complete details about the names, about the places from where they are. But in Ethiopia, yes, there could be thousands displaced from Tigray. Overall, that shows how disastrous this war is for the youth of Tigray, for the youth of Amhara and Afar. What I've been saying from the start, that Ethiopian youth is being wasted because of this war. This statement of Tigray Youth Association is a proof that large number of Ethiopian Tigray young men are the victims of this war. They have been killed, they have been paralyzed, injured, wounded, displaced out of the country. This Ethiopian youth is Ethiopian human asset, and you see the number. If there are 300,000 in Tigray, there would be thousands in Afar, in Amhara, other parts of Ethiopia too. That is why the war should come to an end. Thank you for watching.